What's up, y'all? It's Spicy AF. I am back with another spicy topic. Hit that thumbs up, like this video. Also, follow me on X. It's Spicy AF and at SpiceTSpill on Instagram. Here's my picture. Subscribe and share. Another man connected to Diddy back in the day, as far as power, corporate music industry partners or affiliates, Gotti is being sued for S.A from a woman who claims she was emotional distraught, she was physically abused, and she was coerced into sexual advances, into sexual situations. Well, she is suing Gotti, y'all. Let's get into this lawsuit.
Gotti through a mutual friend at a poker tournament in the summer of 2020. Gotti invited plaintiff to go on a vacation with him in St. Martin, to which she agreed. After flying her to St. Martin, Gotti coerced plaintiff into having sex with him. Gotti specifically threatened plaintiff that he would send her home if she did not comply with his demands. Accordingly, and due to his power and influence in the music world, she complied. Following the trip to St. Martin, Gotti and plaintiff entered into a relationship where, for 2 years, plaintiff suffered constant abuse at Gotti's hands. During this abusive relationship, Gotti demanded that plaintiff perform unwanted sexual advances, sexual acts, and often berated and scolded her. Notably, in January 2022, Gotti flew plaintiff out to Miami, and the two stayed at the Four Seasons Hotel. There, Gotti forced her to perform oral sex on him in an elevator. Later in the summer of that same year, he flew her out to Atlanta, and he again forced her to perform oral sex on him in an Uber. Following this event, the relationship ended. As a result of this sexually abusive relationship, plaintiff has suffered severe emotional and psychological harm, for which she had to be committed into a psychiatric ward. These injuries continue and affect plaintiff to this day. Moreover, plaintiff has been made aware that Gotti is slandering her to his vast social network in and around Los Angeles. First thing he did was ask her to come to St. Martin. She agreed. Once she got there, or there some time after she got there, he then wanted her to have sex. Either you have sex with me or you go home. That's number one, the first choice, y'all. So the relationship goes on for 2 years, where she says she's suffering physical and mental abuse. With the mental abuse comes fear, and also you still are feeling like, you know, this guy has all this money, he has positions, he's exposed you to different islands, places, cities, and so there is an element of her not wanting to give up the good life, the good look. Later that same year, well, we'll say within 2022, he flew her to Miami and made her give him head in an elevator. That same year, later on, in Atlanta they went, and he forced her to have sex in an Uber. So my questions are, there was choices to be made. How much of this is her choice? And when we come and we talk about domestic violence, to me that is a given. I believe there was definitely domestic violence. I'm not too sure about the sexual part of it. I'm not too sure about how much coercion was involved. I'm just not clear on what choices did she have, and how much of this is more so her accountability, responsibility, because she could have left St. Martin's if she felt forced and she wasn't really attracted to dude and she didn't really want to have sex with this man. She went on to have a relationship 2 years after that. Within that time frame, again, there was domestic violence that they're alleging. So that's a whole different case in crime. So yeah, she should receive whatever she's going to receive for the domestic violence. I just don't know about how severe everything was, based on the choices one may have and the decisions they make.
She flew to St. Martin's with him. She was told, go big or go home. And she made her decision. So a lot of people are having a little bit of issue feeling sad feelings for her. Some people feel like, look, at this point, the industry is trying to hide that Jeffrey Epstein list by throwing all these black men out here and having them sued, bringing out their dirt, instead of bringing out that Jeffrey Epstein list, still protecting a predator. Some people feel that way. Other people feel that she is putting 20 on 10. They feel like you went out to St. Martin's. You went and flew with him there. And he told you that you was going to have to be sexual with him or just don't come. And they feel like she decided, she made her choice. That does not give him the right. Don't give nobody the right to beat you up and to force you. This woman also claims that she suffered emotional distress. I'm trying to understand that. We don't get to hear every single detail of the story and understand. But I mean, when you talk about DV, then there is a great amount of emotional distress, because the screaming, the ouch, the oohs, this hurts, the no, the fear that comes into play, the having to deny yourself the power of saying no, because this is about coercion, and just having to go with what this person is saying. She's saying that because of who he was in the industry and his power, she did it under emotional duress. So I can understand that aspect. Some people feel like, look, why'd you go? Why'd you stay? She said she was with him for 2 years. She even said that she was in an elevator and he forced her to give him oral sex. If she was in an elevator, the first thing we feel and think is, okay, Cassie's people was able to retrieve the video of that hotel when she was assaulted. Can the video be retrieved? Or will they say that it was rewritten over, like someone recorded over the video evidence? Oh man, that would help her tremendously if they can obtain that information. And when we speak of which some of the things she said, that she was coerced because the man had power. There was a clip of a video that surfaced of Ashanti when she was connected to Irv Gotti. She didn't name the name Irv, but she talked about someone who did flaunt their power over her in order to put out a record. Y'all take a look at this clip here.
I'm in a crazy situation with one producer. We did 2 records together. He was like, okay, I'm not gonna charge you, you my homie, whatever. And then when it came time to put on the album, he was like, well, let's take a shower together. What? And I thought he was joking. Together. Like, I thought he was joking. And then he's like, nah, I'm dead serious. Like, let's go out and let's take a shower together and I'll give you the records. If not, I need 40 racks per record.
Jesus Christ.
Let's take a shower together.
And I was like, again, I thought he was joking. It turned out that he was serious, and I had to make some phone calls, and stuff was handled. But
shower together. Wow.
It's wild. Yeah. At this point, at 20 years being in, and where we are just in social media and what we're doing to just progressively grow in this industry, I feel like just for a woman, I had to come out and just say my piece.
Could she be talking about Irv Gotti? She could. She was with Irv Gotti a lot. I recall her always smiling next to Irv. He smiling next to her. He looking like he looks. No smile, just straightforward. And they was together a lot. That's my point. So, and there was the incidents that came out recently, as Ashanti's no longer connected to Irv Gotti. She spoke about, Irv has said that he was in a relationship with Ashanti. When Ashanti caught wind, she denied this and said she never slept with him. She never ever had a relationship with him. In his mind, seems like he thought they had some kind of intimate relationship, where she completely denied that. So could that have been Irv Gotti? And that to me is a definition of the type of coercion that this woman is claiming. He threw sex with him over her head, over putting out her music. And sometimes men perceive being authoritative with sex is seductive, like it's dominant, when really you on your way to get sued if she really want to take it there. No means no. And it's up to the woman too. You got to make better decisions too. You have to just understand what you're getting into. The man already told you what's expected. Can that work in her favor, or will that hurt her case? Let me know what y'all think. Leave your comments, hit that thumbs up, like this video, subscribe, and stay tuned because we got more to come.